Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel investdad. My name is Joseph. This week's topic is about investing in the tremendous growth of China's social media, e-commerce, and online food delivery services. I'm putting the work in, so hopefully that will help you reduce your own research. Let's get started. KranesShares CSI China Internet ETF. Ticker symbol KWEB. Seeks to measure the performance of the investable universe of publicly traded China-based companies whose primary business are in the internet and internet-related sectors. On the screen, you can see the top 10 holdings of KWEB. Most US investors should be quite familiar with its top 2 holdings, Alibaba and Tencent, but probably not Meituan. These 3 holdings together makes up what Chinese investors refer as ATM, similar to the FANG stocks in the US. They are highly regarded as the 3 must-own growth stock for any Chinese investors. By investing in ATM, which stand for Alibaba, Tencent, and Meituan, you will own the market leader of social media, e-commerce, and online delivery in China. These 3 companies together make up 26% of KWEB ETF's holdings. Let's take a quick look at China's internet evolution to understand its potential as an investor. China's e-commerce market size surpasses the US for the first time in the year of 2014. And China's total retail sales surpasses total retail sales of the US for the first time in the year of 2017. 61.2% of China's population has internet access compared to 89.5% in the US. There is potential for substantial continued growth in the Chinese internet sectors. With this internet evolution happening, as an investor, where can we find the biggest investment opportunity in China currently? Let's talk about China's rapid adoption of mobile payment, e-commerce, and online food delivery services. First of all, China's mobile payment businesses. Chinese users are skipping the traditional check and credit card payment and default directly to mobile pay. wechatpay, owned by Tencent, and alipay, owned by Alibaba, are by far 2 of the most popular mobile payment methods in China. And most people pay on those platforms using barcodes, known as QR codes, on their phones. On screen are the top 10 digital payment services in China. The top 4 leaders, Alibaba, Tencent, QQ Wallet, and Baidu, are all in KWEB ETF's top holdings. Secondly, let's look at China's e-commerce sector. China is the fastest growing and largest e-commerce market in the world. It is estimated that China's e-commerce sales make up 3.2% of the country's GDP. This is compared to 2.7% in the US. Alibaba, JD.com, and Pinduoduo dominates the China's e-commerce market with a combined 79.7% market shares. KWEB ETF also invests in all of them as part of its top holdings. Now, let's talk about China's food delivery services. China's online food delivery market is nearly 3x the size of the US market currently, and growing rapidly, especially for the younger demographic. Meituan is the largest food delivery service provider in China, with a 65.1% market shares. alipay took the second place with 27.4%. But guess who owns alipay? Yep, Alibaba owns alipay. So together, both companies owns 92.5% of China's online food delivery service. Both companies are top holdings within KWEB's ETF. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any upcoming video in the future. Lastly, let's learn a little bit more about Meituan Dianping. Since it is way more than just a food delivery company, Meituan is currently the world's fourth most valuable startup with 290 million monthly active users. Their services include food delivery, local services, movie tickets, group purchasing, travel booking, vacation rental, software for small businesses, ride-hailing, bike sharing, and more. So far, we have touched base on 6 of the top 10 holdings of KWEB ETF. For me, instead of owning these 6 companies individually, it is much easier to just invest in the KWEB ETF instead. Especially knowing currently Meituan is not tradable in the US stock exchange. To sum it up, by investing in KWEB, you are invested into the future growth of China's mobile payment, e-commerce, and online food delivery markets. Let's talk about some of the risk factors when investing in KWEB. Number 1, the US-China trade war. The recent banning order of WeChat's social media app will be a good example of that. Number 2, delisting of Chinese company in the US exchange. Recently, the government has said Chinese firms that fail US accounting standards can be delisted as of year 2022. Number 3, accounting fraud in Chinese companies. For example, Luckin Coffee's accounting scandal recently. We should definitely consider this added risk when investing into KWEB. To me, personally, not being able to benefit from this growth area of China is by far a bigger risk. I feel very comfortable as long as it remains under 8% of my entire portfolio. I have created a video about diversification previously within my channel, so feel free to check it out later. Let's take a look at KWEB's technical chart. KWEB has an expense ratio of 0.76%, which is quite reasonable based on its performance. It has a 52-week low of $38.63 and a 52-week high of $67.29. Since its inception date on July 31st of 2013, it has an average return of 16.75% annually. I have recently purchased my first batch at $65.80 and will buy in 3 more equal portions if the price falls within my target price of $64.50, $59, and $54 in the future. If you have learned something useful with this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any upcoming video in the future. Thank you for watching and happy investing. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye.